Hip-hop would be so different right now if it wasn't for certain tragedies that took place between 2017 and 2020. During that time span, hip-hop experienced a wave of new stars emerging. Playboi Carti, Lil Uzi Vert, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and Lil Baby. On one hand, the culture was thriving, but behind that success was a storm. In those 4 years, the culture lost Lil Peep in 2017, XXXTentacion and Mac Miller in 2018, Nipsey Hussle and Juice WRLD in 2019, and Pop Smoke and King Von in 2020. All young, all continuing to rise, and all gone too soon. This wasn't just a tragic coincidence. This was a cultural shift, and it changed the future of hip-hop in ways we're still feeling today. So let's start with Peep, X, and Juice WRLD. Three artists who were bending the rules of what rap could be. Lil Peep fused rap and rock into the culture sphere and became the poster boy for the emo rap subgenre. His Crybaby album helped open the doors for more experimentation. Now, XXXTentacion brought raw emotion, rage, vulnerability, blending emo, punk, and trap in a way that broke genre boundaries. The sounds of Sad and Jocelyn Flores showcased that. As for Juice WRLD, he made pain sound beautiful. Lucid Dreams, All Girls Are the Same, heartbreak anthems that defined a generation. They each spoke to fans who felt misunderstood, who were struggling. They connected, and their influence still everywhere in sound and style and how artists open up emotionally. But imagine if they were still here continuing to push the evolution forward. Each artist was also extremely successful in the charts. Their enormous fan bases gave Juice WRLD 9 Billboard Hot 100 Top 10 hits and X2, including a #1 hit with Sad. Tragically, Peep and Juice WRLD died from accidental drug overdoses at the age of 21, while XXXTentacion was murdered in Florida at 20 during a robbery. Mac Miller and Nipsey Hussle were on a different path, but just as impactful. They had also been in hip-hop almost a decade before their abrupt passings. Mac started as that chill, relatable rapper with albums Best Day Ever and Blue Slide Park, but by swimming in the divine feminine, he had evolved into a true artist, blending soul, dance, and hip-hop into something timeless. As for Nipsey, he was the voice of ownership, hustle, and community. From Crenshaw to Victory Lap, he wasn't just rapping, he was teaching, investing into his neighborhood, preaching independence, and living what he talked about. Both were just hitting their artistic peaks when they passed, and we never got to see how far they could have gone. Unfortunately, Mac passed away from an accidental drug overdose at age 26. At the same time, Nipsey was murdered at 33 years old in the West Lawson Avenue shopping center in Los Angeles, which he owned, which also housed the Marathon clothing store. Then came Pop Smoke and King Von, two powerhouses of the drill scene that were relatively newer in their careers, ripped away too soon. Pop Smoke was the face of New York drill and brought a whole new energy to the Big Apple. That deep voice, that drill bounce, tracks like Dior and Welcome to the Party were game changers. He felt like the next 50 Cent, and honestly, he was on track to be the face of NYC rap. Tragically, at just 20, Pop was killed in Los Angeles just after he had dropped a sequel to his highly praised debut project, Meet the Woo and Meet the Woo 2. Murdered at the age of 26, King Von was doing something similar in Chicago. Crazy story took her to the O, vivid storytelling from the streets. He carried the drill torch passed down from Chief Keef and Lil Durk and gave it new life. Since their deaths, drill hasn't been the same. People blame the pandemic for hip-hop's commercial slowdown after 2020, and sure, it played a role. But let's be real, the loss of this many future stars in such a short time, well, that hit just as hard. No Juice WRLD dropping chart toppers, no X pushing genre boundaries, no Pop Smoke headlining the NYC scene, no Von repping Chicago, no Nipsey inspiring change, no Mac expanding what artistry looks like in rap. It's not just the music we lost, it's the momentum, the evolution, the voices that were guiding the next era of hip-hop. While rappers were unfortunately taken from us too early prior to 2017, and definitely after 2020, it feels like those 4 years in particular did a number on the future stars that could have made hip-hop a whole different world in 2025. I mean, yes, hip-hop is still going strong. We got legends like Kendrick Lamar and Drake who breathed some new life into the game over the last year, and many new artists thriving with the promise of what's to come. But sometimes you just can't help but think, what would the culture look like right now if those 7 artists were still here? Maybe we'd have even more rap stars. Maybe the genre would have a deeper emotional core. Maybe drill would prop up more long-lasting artists. And maybe we'd be hearing more music that actually healed us, not just hyped us. Look, we'll never know. But thankfully, we've always got their timeless music to remind us of what they contributed to the culture. So where do you think rap would be if Peep, XXX, Mac, Nipsey, Juice, Pop, and Von were still here? Let us know in the comments down below. Visit the XXL store to buy merch. Hit subscribe to see more videos from XXL.